In the year 397, in March, the Yan Emperor Morongbao sought peace with the Wei king Tuoba Gue, proposing to return to Obagu, a noble minister of Wei who had been detained since an earlier diplomatic mission to later Yan, and to cede the land west of Chongshan. Tuoba Gue agreed to the terms, but Morongbao reneged on his promise. In response, Tuoba Gue led the Wei army to besiege the Yan capital, Zhongshan, causing panic among the city's inhabitants. Morongbao's political aide, Moronghao, along with his brother-in-law Suni and other close associates, secretly plotted to assassinate the later Yan Emperor Morongbao and install Prince of Zhao, Moronglin, as the new emperor. However, the plot was exposed when Suni betrayed them. As a result, Moronghao and dozens of conspirators were arrested and executed. The commander of the Imperial Guards, Moronglin, then led his troops to seize General of the Guards and Prince of Beatty, Morongjing, ordering him to lead the Imperial Guards in murdering Morongbao. Morongjing refused, enraging Moronglin, who killed him before fleeing. Morongbao did not know where Moronglin had fled after his escape and feared that he might deceive Moronghui to seize military authority and lead troops to occupy the former capital, Longqing. Previously, upon hearing of the Northern Wei Army's invasion, Morongbao had dispatched Moronghui with troops from Yuzhou and Bingzhou to reinforce Zhongshan. At first, due to unclear information, Morongbao was uncertain about his next course of action. Later, he learned that Moronglin had been recruiting troops among the Dingling and had built a powerful force, plotting to attack Moronghui's army and advance eastward to seize Longqing. Resolving to abandon the Central Plains, Morongbao left Morongxiang to defend Zhongshan and retreated north to Liaodong. On March 16, Morongbao arrived in Ji, where Moronghui had organized his troops, 20,000 infantry and cavalry, marching in formation to welcome his father in the southern suburbs of the city. By this time, nearly all of Morongbao's close courtiers had either scattered or fled, leaving only a few hundred cavalrymen under the command of Moronglong, Prince of Gaoyang, to serve as his guards. Morongbao divided Moronghui's forces, assigning a portion to Morongnong and Moronglong. Additionally, he dispatched Kuru Guanji, Duke of Shihe, with 3,000 troops to assist in defending the Yan capital, Zhongshan. Morongbao noticed an expression of resentment on Moronghui's face and suspected it was because Morongsu had been made crown prince. Later, Morongbao discussed the matter with Morongnong and Moronglong. Both of them said, Moronghui is a young man who has been entrusted with independent command, which has made him arrogant. But does he have any other improper intentions? We will admonish him with proper etiquette. The soldiers of Yuzhou and Pingzhou deeply revered Moronghui for his virtue and authority and were unwilling to leave him. They petitioned Morongbao, saying, the Prince of Qinghe is naturally gifted in military prowess, and his strategic insight surpasses that of ordinary men. We have sworn to live and die with him. Remembering his kindness, our courage is redoubled. We humbly request that your Majesty, along with the Crown Prince and the other princes, remain in the imperial residence in Ji, while the Prince of Qinghe leads us in an attack against the Wei army to lift the siege of the capital. Once the siege is broken, we will escort your Majesty back to the capital. Morongbao's close aides were jealous of Moronghui's bravery, strategic prowess, and influence among the troops. They spoke ill of him in front of Morongbao and opposed his leading an expedition. This caused resentment among Moronghui's soldiers. Morongbao's close aides even urged him to execute Moronghui. When Imperial censor Qiao Nigui learned of this, he warned Moronghui, saying, Morongbao's close aides are secretly conspiring like this, and His Majesty will likely heed their schemes. You rely only on your parents, but your father has already considered eliminating you. You rely only on your army, but command has been taken from you. With no path forward or back, I fear you have no chance of survival. Why not eliminate the two princes, depose the crown prince, and declare yourself heir? With the support of generals and ministers, you could restore and stabilize the state. Moronghui refused. Naturally suspicious by nature, Morongbao did not even trust his own son. He said to Morongnong and Moronglong, it is inevitable that Moronghui will rebel. We must act early and eliminate him, otherwise, I fear a great disaster will unfold. Morongnong replied, when bandits wreaked havoc, the country was unstable, and conflicts plagued the Central Plains, Morong Hui was able to guard the former capital, pacify the people, and maintain order. When the capital was in distress, he led his troops without hesitation, traveling thousands of miles day and night to come to its aid. His prestige is far-reaching, strong enough to subdue the Rong and Di tribes. Now, he has shown no signs of rebellion, so we should exercise patience. The state is already in grave peril. If we resort to internal killings at this time, it will only damage your Majesty's reputation. Morong Bao retorted, Morong Hui's rebellious intentions are already taking shape, yet you are too merciful to eliminate him. If he revolts, he will first kill his uncles and then me. When that happens and everything falls apart, remember what I have said today. Under the persistent persuasion of Morong Nong and others, Morong Bao abandoned his plan to eliminate Morong Hui. However, upon hearing of the plot, Morong Hui became even more fearful and fled to Huangyu Valley in Guangdu to hide. On the night of the 6th day of the 4th month, Morong Hui sent his loyal followers, Qiu Nigui and Wu Tirangan, leading more than 20 assassins in a two-pronged attack to ambush Morong Nong and Morong Long. When Wu Tirangan sneaked into the camp, Morong Long was already fast asleep. Thus, the young warrior who had once charged alone into enemy lines to rescue his father, the brilliant general who had never lost a battle, did not meet his end on the battlefield, but instead died a brutal death at the hands of his own nephew. At the same time, Qiu Nigui launched a surprise attack on Morong Nong, inflicting severe injuries on him. However, Morong Nong managed to capture Qiu Nigui. The sudden turn of events made it impossible for Morong Nong to remain in the camp. Enduring excruciating pain, he took Qiu Nigui hostage and fled into the mountains. With Qiu Nigui captured and the plot exposed, Morong Hui knew that his plan had failed. Acting quickly, he armed himself fully and rushed to see his father, Morong Bao, in the middle of the night. He declared, the two traitors, Morong Nong and Morong Long, were conspiring to rebel, so I have eliminated them. Upon hearing that his two younger brothers had been killed, Morong Bao felt deep sorrow. However, he was forced to suppress his grief and say, Good, good. I have suspected those two for a long time. You have done well. The next morning, Morong Hui ordered strict security measures and, leading the way, continued his march toward Liaodong. He had initially planned to abandon the coffin of Morong Long, but the vanguard general, Yu Chonglu, tearfully and firmly requested that they carry it along. Unable to refuse him, Morong Hui reluctantly agreed, and the coffin was taken with them. Severely injured, Morong Nong emerged from the mountains and returned to the main camp, where Morong Bao publicly scolded him, saying, Why were you so arrogant and refused to listen to me? He then ordered his men to imprison him. Morong Nong's skull had been fractured by the assassin's blows, but Morong Bao personally tended to his wounds, saving his life. During this time, he learned of everything that Morong Hui had done. After the army had marched several miles, Morong Bao convened a meeting under the pretext of discussing how to convict Morong Nong, inviting both civil and military officials, including Morong Hui, to join the meal. During the banquet, Morong Bao signaled to General Morong Ting to assassinate Morong Hui. However, Morong Ting only managed to injure Morong Hui's head, not killing him. After escaping with his wounds back to his own troops, Morong Hui quickly assembled his forces and launched a fierce attack on Morong Bao. Morong Bao fled with a few hundred cavalry, covering over 200 miles, and sought refuge in Longqing, where Morong Hui did not pursue him further. Morong Hui first sent Qiu Nigui to attack Longqing, but they were defeated by Morong Bao. Morong Hui then sent envoys to meet with Morong Bao, requesting the execution of the treacherous ministers around him and asking to be established as crown prince. However, Morong Bao rejected his request. Morong Hui seized all the imperial carts, horses, clothing, and artifacts that Morong Bao had left behind when he fled. He also distributed the concubines and palace women among his generals and soldiers, and proclaimed himself crown prince. Under the pretext of punishing Morong Ting, he continued his march toward Longqing with his army. When Morong Bao reached the western city gate, Morong Hui, riding in a chariot, conversed with him. Enraged, Morong Bao scolded him, but Morong Hui ordered his soldiers to jeer loudly at Morong Bao, showing off his power in a rude and disrespectful manner. His son's disobedience infuriated the defenders of the city. They, filled with righteous anger, charged out of the city like tigers descending the mountain and engaged Moronghui's forces in battle, decisively defeating them. Moronghui was forced to retreat back to his camp. That night, High Minister Gao Yun led over 100 Death Squad members to launch a surprise attack on Moronghui's camp. Moronghui's forces completely collapsed, and he managed to escape with only a handful of cavalry, heading toward Zhongshan. Remarkably, he broke through the encirclement of the Northern Wei army and entered the city. However, he was ultimately killed by Murong Xiang. The unfilial and disloyal actions of Moronghui enraged Murong Bao to the point of fury. Murong Bao ordered the execution of Moronghui's mother and his 3 sons, who were also Murong Bao's own wife and sons, but he pardoned Moronghui's co-conspirators and rewarded those who had contributed to his success. At this point, the Emperor of Yan had lost all reason. The Yan dynasty began to unravel, and the future of the Yan people seemed uncertain. Would they have any hope left?